No, and I got to ask you too, as you're growing in stature, you know the game. You've heard that when Bob Arum and Don King became preeminent forces, they got slapped with some corrupt, controversial labels. Does that matter to you at all going forward? How people perceive you as being maybe the preeminent promoter? And
yeah, I've had that in the UK. Like, you know, when we started out in the UK, we got a lot of support. You know, it was like, wow, boxing's changing, and this young guy, which I was then, he's coming through and he's shaking up the sport and he's getting rid of the old guard. And then when we took control of the market, and some people say we have a monopoly in the UK, I don't see how you can have a monopoly when there's other people. You know, there's a market leader and there's a monopoly. They're two different things. So, but when we became that market leader, then it's like, oh, Hearn's bad for the sport. He controls the sport. And that's just what happens. That's the public's perception. So I think the perception of me in the US is probably just this loudmouth Brit who's coming over and he's a bit brash, and you know, he doesn't have control of the sport, but he's in there fighting against the big guys and the old guard. But in the UK, it's more Hearn has control of boxing, and he's the bad guy. Doesn't matter. Vince McMahon was very unpopular. You know, he done all right. You know, Dana White is, you know, people got his mixed opinions in. So I'm not. It's not a popularity contest. It's, you know, it's who runs the smartest business and puts on the best shows is going to succeed. And we believe in the long run that'll be us.
So do you think some of it's like it comes with a maybe when it was King and Arum, some of it was media hype?
But it's good for the sport because promoters have to be personalities. You know, and we have to be characters in this crazy boxing play, if you like, you know. So, like in the UK, I get booed, like after fights, and when I come on the mic, and that's just this whole sort of thing about it's Eddie Hearn. Let's boo him. He's Dr. Evil of boxing. I don't lose any sleep over that because you need to have an opinion on me, because I'm a character. So's Lou DiBella, you know. So's Al Heyman, this mysterious guy, and then you got Bob Arum, this old guy, and Don King, this crazy old guy who's still around. So. They're important. Characters are important in the sport, whether they're promoters or fighters. Like, we all play a part to make sure that people are talking about the sport, good or bad.
And Eddie, how does Dazn? I'm not a business guy, but how's it turn a profit? I mean, because just $10 is a great value for us.
Exactly, yeah, it's great for fighters. Well, they rely on. You know, don't forget as well that Dazn is not a fight sports platform long term. You know, it's the first sport they've attacked. So over the next few weeks, months, you're going to see other sports coming to Dazn as well. So, you know, they've followed the model in Japan and Italy and Germany and Canada that have been massive successes, and they believe that USA is a huge model and a huge market, and they're going to hit the subscriber numbers to make it pay and make it count. Very bright people. Now, these are guys behind Warner Music, Spotify, huge organisations, and Access Industries that is a holding company that has billions and billions and billions of dollars, and they're very aggressive. They don't give up, and you know, the Canelo fight was on top of the investment they've already made with us. You know, so they saw it as an opportunity to add the biggest star in the sport, or the second biggest with Anthony Joshua. They've now got both, so they wanted to make a statement. They've done it, and you know, I see them as the home of boxing.